sure have heard the saying that mythology is other people's religions. Now I'm going to ask you in these talks to put yourself in other people's shoes and have a look at your own as mythology. What is this mystery that makes the human species bow before some sign of mystery? What is it I'm all about? What is it I am here for? Each of us has been brought up in some tradition that has its imagery of that mystery. But the point I want to start out with is that in the human heart and in the human mind, no matter what the race, the culture, the language, the tradition, there is this sense, or at least the possibility of experiencing the sense of a mystery, and an awesome mystery, and a very terrifying mystery, inhabiting the whole universe, the very mystery of being itself. What are the functions, the human functions served by mythologies? The first function then. The second function, the fourth function of a mythology, the mythological tradition. The first function then of a mythology is the reconciliation of consciousness to the foundations of being and the realization of their mystery as something that consciousness is not going to be able to criticize, not even going to be able to elucidate, not even going to be able to name. And when that is lost, one loses this sense of awe, which Goethe calls the best thing in man. One loses the sense of gratitude for one's privilege of having this center of consciousness aware of these things. The second function of a mythology is to present an image, a total image of the universe as consciousness is aware of it. The image of the cosmos must change with the development of the mind and the knowledge. Otherwise, the mythic statement is lost, and man becomes dissociated from the very basis of his own religious experience. Doubt comes in and so forth. Now you know what has happened. Now let me say a word. Now the third function of a mythological tradition is to validate and maintain a certain moral order. The individual is born as a separate entity. He is carved up, so to say, and made to fit into a pattern that the society requires. It doesn't require a total man. It requires a part man. Not an individual, but a individual. Someone who has been divided up and put into a notch. The fourth function of a mythology, then, is to center and integrate the individual in relation to himself, the microcosm, in relation to his society, we'll call that the mesocosm, the in-between cosm, in relation to the universe as he's able to know it, and finally, in relation to that ultimate mystery of which I spoke in the beginning. The problem of our present age is to recreate the mythology for today, on which people will live, on which the society will grow.
But you see, we don't have a mythology for our particular social order today. The myths belong to earlier times. And God, how things have changed. So we don't have the instruction. We're in a kind of free fall. All that one can be taught is how to be a decent human being. And then in the new situations, you have to work it out yourself, how to handle these things. And you can ask yourself, what is my society? What is my in-group? Then you know your myth. Well, the only society, the only in-group that's proper for today is the planet, it seems to me. And this is an enormous challenge to open up that way, give not only yourself, but also your culture to the planetary view. And we don't have a universal social image yet.